And a very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having an outstanding Friday, February 16th. This is our weekly Take the Points show. As you can see, it's just me today. There's we've got the other guys are having health issues, is how we'll put it, as we've got surgery on one side and sickness on the other. It's a sickness on the other, and then the other one is just got his hands too full. He's juggling too many balls right now. So it's just me today, and we are going to talk about, well, let's see. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk a little bit about the Super Bowl just ended up last weekend. Now you're saying, Bruce, I am sick to death of talking about that doggone Super Bowl. Well, you don't have to don't get sick about it. It's just, it's over. It's not coming back for 6-8 months. Don't worry. Football's over until September, late August anyway. So yeah, you're fine. No problem. Enjoy it. But we did have a couple. We're going to do a little cleanup of our Super Bowl, as we had some stuff to talk about here. Also, it is the week of the beginning of the boys high school basketball regionals start on Monday, and we're going to talk about Class 1A and 2A, maybe a little 3A in that, as well as all kinds of other stuff. Whatever we're going to get to today, it's going to be good here on this. Rainy, maybe a little bit of wet. Let's call it a wettish Friday the 16th. And before I get any further, I wanted to give a shout out to the Anna Lou Taylor family, as and we lost one of our favorite people over the weekend last week, and Anna Lou Taylor has passed away. Lived quite a wonderful life, and we couldn't. I wanted to send a sympathies and condolences over the TV waves. I already did it in person, so I was going to send it over the TV waves. She called herself my number one fan. She and her husband Fred both enjoyed the show a lot, and I appreciate their friendship over the years. What is going on in and around the area here on today? It is Friday, February 16th. Story time at the Flora Public Library today for children up to 5 years of age. They will be presented. It'll be presented by Donna Rardin, and from Birth to 5, Illinois. Not sure exactly what that is, but if you have a child in that age group, you probably know. So enjoy that. The Wayne City FCCLA. Now that's at the high school. They will be sponsoring an American Red Cross blood drive from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. This again be sponsored by the Wayne City FCCLA. Tell you what you do. You need to go to redcrossblood.org. redcrossblood.org, and they'll walk you through the appointment process as well as through the entire history process. It makes it a much easier deal. So take a look at redcrossblood.org. Make your appointment. What else is going on this weekend? Well, I hope you all had a happy Mardi Gras on Tuesday. Happy Ash Wednesday on Wednesday. You know what that means. Well, it means the Easter's coming up here in about, what would be 6-7 weeks. And, but it's also, you also know what that means. That means it's fish fry time, ladies and gentlemen. The Jeff Ruritons are holding a fish fry this weekend, today at 4:30. It's $15 a plate. The menu, catfish fillets, yum, French fries, as well as hush puppies, slaw, and drinks. Everyone is welcome. By golly, you throw them a 20 and make yourself feel good about yourself. Be somebody. There you go. Also, at this is kind of fun, in Salem, at the Brian Bennett Library, this morning and afternoon, from 11 o'clock until 4:30, it's the Aurora Borealis Escape Room. The Aurora Borealis Escape Room. Join friends on a magnetic North Pole adventure in the library's in-person North Pole Escape Room. Up to 8 on a team can register for the opportunity to find clues as well as solve puzzles with an aurora expected at any moment. For more information about available times or to register, call or stop by the main desk or get a hold of them on Facebook. You probably still get in there today. Again, it's 11 in the morning until 4:30 today. Over in Effingham tonight, what's going on up there? Live music. They always seem to have it in Effingham. They do a great job. This is at the Village Wine. It will be LP and the Honeybee. LP and the Honeybee will be putting on the big show at the Village Wine in downtown Effingham. You'll enjoy that. That's a good time. What else going on this weekend? On Saturday, a lot of stuff on Saturday. Now, Edwards County, they're going to hold their monthly Feed the Family event this tomorrow. It's going to be at 23 West Cherry Street in Albion, and they do it on the third Saturday every month. This is a family event now. Officials with the Hope Center at the event give away free food as well as free clothing, free household items, and miscellaneous personal items. So it's really if you need that kind of stuff, and you can't afford it, by all means, go over there and take care of yourself. The event gets underway around 9 o'clock tomorrow. Requirement for the event will be for you to listen to a message of hope. So if you want more information, you can give them a call, 445-2065. What else going on over in Centralia? Now, we're going to have a lot more of this coming up over the next month and a half, 2 months, so get ready for it. This says, get ready for the 2024 Great American Eclipse, another meeting over at the Centralia Regional Library. Let's see, on October 8th, let's see, check that. February 17th, the meeting is tomorrow from 4 to 5, Saturday from 4 to 5. Why they did the meeting on the middle of a Saturday afternoon, you tell me. But on April 4th, 2024, another total solar eclipse will be happening, and Centralia has a front row seat, as does Flora, Fairfield, Wayne City, Sisney, Salem, all of them. So the front row seat. Get ready to view this incredible event by coming to one of their monthly workshops leading up to the date of totality. You'll learn just what exactly an eclipse is and why they happen. It's actually very fascinating. I can't wait to talk to, I'm going to have people from Edwards County eclipse people coming in. I've got Fairfield eclipse people coming in. The coincidences that make our eclipses look so cool are really something, one in hundreds. So yeah, they will talk about that here at this meeting in Centralia. Learn exactly what it is, why they happen, and how to safely view one, how to photograph it. That's pretty good. You can't, if you put your phone up and just try to take a picture of the sun while it's in eclipse, probably not going to get much. It's you kind of have to know what you're doing. Have to try. It's kind of difficult to hold your phone and take a picture of the sun anyway. And try to do it without ruining your eyes or your camera. There are going to be also arts and crafts, and solar viewers will be given out. The event is held upstairs in the Munkin Activity Room, and it is accessible by elevator or stairs. Also in Centralia tonight, tomorrow night, the Centralia Elks Lodge from 7 to 9 p.m. It's the big old comedy sports event, an action-packed, interactive, hilarious comedy show played as a sport. Two teams battle it out for points and laughs. It's improv at its best. Tickets are $20 and are available from any Centralia Rotary member, or you can call or text 535-3590. That's a 618 number. And the event is being held in the Centralia Elks Lodge, and will start at 7 and run till 8:30. The event is a show put on by the improv team from St. Louis called Comedy Sports St. Louis. Also, one other thing going on over in Effingham here on Saturday night. The world, not just around here, the world's most spectacular Queen tribute show taking place Saturday night. Queen featuring Mark Martel. He's returning for a night of Queen's greatest hits. Martel is an ideal match for one vision of Queen, an explosive, attention-commanding tribute where some of the most iconic rock anthems of all time collide with a theatrical performance style and eye-popping production. This will be at the Effingham Performance Center. The riveting show focuses on the extremely diverse body of the band's greatest hits, including Bohemian Rhapsody. Now, we play that in the Roasted Chestnuts. That's a wonderful tune. We Will Rock You. We Are the Champions, of course. Those go together. Another one, Bites the Dust, Under Pressure, Somebody to Love, as well as Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Probably plenty more. You'll enjoy it. Again, that's at the Effingham Performance Center. What else going on today? February 16th, ladies and gentlemen. You can't go wrong. It is National Tartar Sauce Day. Many reasons for observing National Tartar Sauce Day the Friday after Lent begins. Well, that's because people are eating fish on the Fridays after Lent begins. A lot of folks choose eschewing meat for Lent. They give up meat for Lent, so it becomes a time to eat fish. Fabulous for dunking fries, fritters, or battered appetizers. Tartar sauce adds a zesty tang to fried foods. When used as a sauce, it adds a creamy brightness to fish, chicken, and beef. I must admit, I have never, ever tried tartar sauce on beef. I've had it on other things, but certainly not beef. What's the history of tartar sauce? Well, I knew you'd ask. Frisch's Big Boy restaurants founded National Tartar Sauce Day in 2017 in honor of the tangy sauce that became more than just a topping for fried fish. Samuel Frisch opened the first Frisch's Cafe in 1905 in Cincinnati. In 1923, his son Dave took over operations after Samuel died. In 1946, he sampled the first Big Boy double-decker hamburger. What proved to be a momentous decision. He makes the Big Boy sandwich using homemade tartar sauce to replace the original recipe that called for Thousand Island dressing. So I guess Dave's signature tartar sauce became a staple on Big Boy's menu, and there you have it. What exactly is tartar sauce? Well, you take a look at that. Basic tartar sauce includes mayonnaise, chopped pickles or relish, capers, dill, and lettuce juice. I was kind of hoping this would tell me where the name tartar sauce came from. I mean, are they from the Tartars in southeastern Europe? I don't know. I don't know. How many calories in a serving of tartar sauce? 2 tablespoons. That's probably a little bit less than that. That might be 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of tartar sauce contain approximately 90 calories. So there you have it. What else is today, ladies and gentlemen? You can enjoy National Almond Day today. On February 16th each year, the National Almond Day recognizes the versatile and healthful almond. This delicious nut is native to the Middle East and thrives in warm, dry climates and with mild winters. The day celebrates the benefits and uses of almonds, as they are used for all kinds of stuff. Where are the majority, when I say majority, the vast majority of almonds come from now? California. 80% of the almonds in the world are grown in California, which is why it's a wonderful thing that now, maybe not if your house collapses and goes down in a mudslide, but it's a wonderful thing that they're getting all that rain out there. They need to rebuild the water table because almond trees take a ton of water. So keep that in mind. Almond is the scientific evidence suggests that eating 1.5 ounces per day of most nuts, such as almond, as part of a diet low in saturated fat and cholesterol, may reduce the risk of heart disease. Who knew? I knew they talked about nuts reducing heart disease. I didn't realize almonds were some of them. How many calories in almonds? Well, 1 ounce is 165 calories. So there you have it. Who brought almonds to North America? They're not native. They're not native to North America. Franciscan Padres, the Franciscan monks, brought almond trees to California from Spain in the 1700s. However, production really didn't take off until the 20th century with the development, of course, of irrigation. So that's interesting. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? National Caregivers Day is on the third Friday in February. This honors the healthcare professionals across the country providing long-term and hospice care, and I believe that they're having a National Caregivers Day up in Effingham. Take a look online at the Facebook or something. There's a big day up in Effingham going on today as well in honor of National Caregivers Day. What are some 10 tips for caregivers? Seek support from other caregivers. You are not alone. That's probably the biggest one. Always get a chance to talk to other folks. You'll be able to help yourself out and help out others. So yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. What do you want to see on television today? Let's see, what are we having on TV today? High school sports tonight. 2 games for you. It's the last night of the regular season. Senior night in Farina as South Central hosts the North Clay Cardinals. JV will start at 6 o'clock, and that's on Channel 100. And Channel 99, we'll have the Black Diamond East Championship game as Carmi comes to Fairfield to take on the Mules, and that's on, I believe, Channel 99 on Friday night. College basketball, a few games to tell you about. By the way, no games on TV in the NHL. I think there's only one game being played. No games in NBA basketball tonight either. They've started the All-Star break. College basketball at 6 o'clock. VCU is at SLU, so taking on the Billikens. That'll be on the Deuce, Channel 638. Villanova is at Georgetown. That's on CBS Sports Network, Channel 628, also at 6. Also at 6, a doubleheader starts on ESPNU. The Manhattan Jaspers take on the Iona Gales, and that'll be at 6 o'clock on Channel 642, followed by Ohio, the Bobcats taking on Toledo Rockets. And also, finally, at 9 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, New Mexico is at San Diego State. It's our Take the Points edition of Big Talk. We'll be back with, so we're going to talk Super Bowl right after this. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chapman's Furniture has the best prices every day. You can find them open Monday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and located at 210, 300, and 306 West Main Street in Salem. Chapman's features a full line of furniture, including Ashley Furniture, bedding by Sealy and Bimco, and the largest selection of rugs in Southern Illinois. They have a huge selection of recliners, including lift and power, and wallpaper and border in stock at closeout prices. Call 618-548-2221 for the best price around.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
I thought I had one more commercial spot left. Whoops. Oh, well. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It's our Take the Points edition, as Weeze and Lucas and Jamie couldn't be here today. I think one is ill. One is having surgery on a knee or something like that, and one is just he couldn't leave work today. So take your choice of the three. Did you enjoy the Super Bowl over the weekend, ladies and gentlemen? I'm assuming you did. And now, or at least if you didn't enjoy it, I'm assuming you watched it. 1 out of 3. Over 1 out of 3 every man, woman, child, dog, cat in America watched the Super Bowl. It was the highest watched broadcast television show, I believe, in history. If the only thing that might have beaten it was the moon landing back in 1973 or 73. How about 1969? The thing is, it was a great game. The game, but it was not a terrifically well-played game. It was dramatic as can be. You had lead changes. You had good things happen to bad people. You had bad things happen to good people. You had all kinds of fun stuff, and there were stories aplenty to tell from the Super Bowl, and we'll tell a few of them here today. But as you know, this is more kind of a wagering show, and we talked last week. Weeze and I, Brian Turner and I talked last week at length about Reba McEntire. So what we're going to do here today, I'm going to tell you and grade some of the props, and that's why you see me. I've got the cheaters going here. We're going to grade some of the prop bets that were made. Oh, and these are legitimate bets that were made either onshore or offshore. Offshore, you kind of worry about legitimacy, but I saw a lot of these bets we're going to talk about online on the domestic betting things. And some of them get pretty crazy, a little odd. But first of all, we talked about Reba McEntire. You know Reba, she did a beautiful job singing the national anthem. I talked last week about, it should be about 1:20, and that's with a marching band, 1:10 to 1:20, depending on how you count it, how fast you count it. Reba was right on that. Reba was, it was an interesting, how they judge that is from the start of her singing, they start the timer, and they stop the timer when she is done singing Brave. The thing with Reba this time, though, she stopped singing Brave and then started again. It was brave, brave, or something like that. Oh, now you got me singing. Sorry. But Reba, yeah. So what was the first bet of the day? Over under 1:30 and a half on Reba. She went in 95 seconds. That's because she took a breath and finished Brave. And there were people who were upset. because they had bet the under, and she was on the under. But then she continued singing "Brave" longer with a breath. That's why you don't bet the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't bet it, but she went over. So there you have it. What was there? There was a bet whether there was a word forgotten or omitted from the anthem. Reba did great. No words forgotten or omitted. How about will any player cry? That was a yes/no bet. I think it was 120 and 100. 120 to the yes. Yes, they showed Chris Jones crying during the national anthem. Chris Jones, of course, had a great football game for the Chiefs. He did incredibly well all day, but he cried during Reba's version of the anthem. That was great. Will Reba's outfit, now this seems easy, and it probably was. Will Reba's outfit have sequins or tassels? That hit. Will she wear a cowboy hat? That hit. Reba did wear a cowboy hat. Yeah, Reba did a wonderful job. What were some of the other ones? On the coin toss. Well, did the coin? How was it? Heads or tails? It came up heads. What'd you bet on that? There were people, you're given 10% juice. It's a coin. It's 50% either way. It's basically if you want to start the day winning or losing. I did not do it. How about the halftime show? Did you enjoy Usher? Did you enjoy the Usher halftime show? It was a big meh for me, to use the term those kids are using. I don't know how you pronounce it, MEH. You see it in Twitters and stuff like that. I don't know how you, maybe like that. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Meh. I watched it. It was okay. Wearing sunglasses, that was the no. Everybody thought that was a win. That's a good win for folks. Will there be an exposed nipple? That was one of the wagers. I'll be darned. There were exposed nipples. Turned out to be Usher's exposed nipples, but yeah, there was that. How many songs will be sung over the course of the halftime? Over or under 8 was the bet. That went way, way over. He sang 14 or 14 different songs were performed by him, and along with Alicia Keys, Lil Jon, Ludacris, Will.i.am, Her, who was on the guitar, and Jermaine Dupri. If you want to know the songs, I can tell you. And I have to read these because I don't know the songs. I know the last one, but I didn't know the name of it. Caught Up, You Don't Have to Call, Superstar, Love in This Club, If I Ain't Got You, My Boo, Confessions, Part 2, Nice and Slow, Burn, You Got It, Bad Girl. Oh, no, wait, You Got It Bad, and then Bad Girl. 2 different ones. OMG, Turn Down for What? I knew that one, and I knew Yeah, which is, I think, similar. Yeah, it is. I don't know. But there you go. There you go with Usher. Some of the commercial ones you were able to wager on. Who will Arnold Schwarzenegger save in the State Farm ad? Who knew that they had I didn't realize Schwarzenegger had a State Farm ad. And the question was animal, kid, or adult, or athlete. Animal, kid, or athlete. He saved an animal. I believe he saved a dog. So yeah, there you have that. Who will be seen first in the M&M's ad? Dan Marino was seen first in the M&M's ad. How about the America the Beautiful by Post Malone? The length Post Malone, that was 109.5 seconds. He went under 109.5 seconds. Let's take a look at some other things. This is always interesting. You see here there's Patrick Mahomes on stage along with, the whole crew, actually. You've got the owner of the Chiefs, coach of the Chiefs, quarterback of the Chiefs, Travis Kelce yelling. That's nothing new. And Mahomes' wife. What the bet was, what will be referred to first? by the MVP. Now you've always heard these when they go to these type of things, the MVP will say, "I want to thank God," or the different choices that Mahomes had were teammates, religious figure or God, fans, family, current coach or coaches, owner or a past coach or coaches. Teammates was first. Teammates took the winner. That was a good one. First thing to do for Jason Kelce, that didn't happen. Chug a beer or take shirt off. So they didn't show him doing either one of those. Primary color of Mahomes' headband. Well, you don't really see it there. Maybe a little under his hat. He's wearing a red headband. Will the Drake curse occur? What apparel will Drake be wearing? Apparently, the rapper Drake, whatever jersey he wears at the Super Bowl, that team loses. So they were kind of wondering what apparel Drake was going to be wearing. They didn't show him, so you don't know whose jersey he was wearing. However, we do know that Drake bet $1.15 million on the Super Bowl. That is confidence in your team. A few others. What was the color of the Gatorade dumped on the winning coach? Purple. That was a unusual one, and I think that's all of those. What was the biggest play of the game, you thought? What did you think? Was it this one? I think it was this one. This is what I consider the biggest play of the game, because you've got, this is the kick getting blocked for the extra point. You got the Chiefs. I believe it looks like Chris Jones or somebody getting his hand up there to get that block. There, 2 or 3, and you see the Niners line buckling, and the Chiefs got in there, blocked that kick, and that kept the Chiefs down just 3, and basically let the Chiefs kick a field goal to go to overtime, opposed to having to get a touchdown to go to overtime. I believe that took it from. Didn't that take it from, let's see, it was 16-13 to 19-13 rather than 16 to 20. So that was huge. I also, of course, here's the final play of the game, and I'm bringing you this just 2 or 3 things to point out about this. It was 1st and goal, just making sure you realize there was only 3 seconds left in the first quarter of overtime. In the playoffs, in the NFL, in the playoffs, overtime doesn't really have a time clock. They use a time clock like that because they want to have a timeout at the 2-minute warning. And that's basically all that clock was for. And so you see, he scored. That was the winning touchdown. That ended the game because they took the lead, and both teams had already had the ball twice. And also the other thing in here, the big number 73 for the Chiefs is Nick Allegretti. He's a former Illini lineman, plays lineman for the Chiefs. He's the guy who came in as the second stringer, played extremely well, and just picked up his 3rd Super Bowl ring. So congratulations to Nick Allegretti of the Illini. I think I had one other picture. You really can't talk about. You can't talk about the Chiefs Super Bowl without talking about these 2 people. Let's see, make sure. Yeah, that was fun. Actually, that was fun. I have no problem with. There are people out there who were angry about the amount of airtime that Taylor Swift got during the game. She got 55, count them, 55 seconds of airtime during the Super Bowl. How many shots do you ask? There were 12. The over-under was 5. So CBS went to her a lot more than expected, especially since Kelce didn't catch a touchdown pass. Kelce had a good game. Who's kidding who? He only had 1 catch in the first half. You saw he might have gotten a little angry with Andy Reid, the coach. He just wanted the football. Thought they could win thought they had a better chance of winning if he had the football. You can understand that. I can understand that, sure. So, but yeah, that was a nice way right there for that one to end with Kelsey and Swift having a nice little embrace at the end of the game. How did we do? How did the squad do here? Did you follow us? Did you follow us all season? Well, here's what we were in the Super Bowl. I told you last week going in that we had two teams, two of us on the Niners, two of us on the Chiefs, so that wasn't really going to change at all our numbers. I hit the Butker over 1.5 field goals. What did he end up with, 3? 3 field goals, right? 20, yeah, he had 3 field goals. And Jamie finally hit one. He hit McCaffrey, the highest rushing. Pacheco, you see, I get red on that, over 65 yards rushing. He was at 58, I believe, yards rushing on the game, so that doesn't count. Weeze had seconds of the shortest drive, over 55. Remember, there was the one-play drive after the Chiefs scored on one play after the football went off the foot on the punt. So as a 4-second drive, that knocked that one out. And also you had both teams to have a rushing touchdown, plus 12.5. No, or plus 125, pardon me. And neither team actually had a rushing touchdown. It was all passing, even though one of them was kind of a lateral. It was a forward pass from Jawan Johnson. And you see, none of us got the MVP correct, as none of us went with Mahomes. But I don't count that as a miss because, I mean, you're throwing a big rope out there. Lucas's, the Mahomes under 262 yards, he went well over that. And Debo Samuel over 15.5 yards rushing, he went well under that. I think he only had 8 yards rushing. So, there you have that is that for that Super Bowl. Football's over, folks. It's all basketball for about a month until baseball season, plus a little hockey coming up. One other thing I was going to show you about. These are our final numbers for the year. College football, we were a little under 500 as a team. And NFL, we were a little over 500 as a team. So over the course of the year, we ended up going about 50%. But the cool part there, look at me, I was hitting about 60% at 44 to 36. Not bad at all. I had a solid year on the gambling side. So there's that. Football's over. Bye-bye football. We'll be back to talk high school basketball right after this. Stick around. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Let's talk a little high school basketball regional action. Now we're talking boys. I'm going to talk boys basketball here. Most of the girls that we cover have already played. Plus, this being kind of I'm shooting this on Wednesday afternoon. Their regionals are Thursday night, so I don't know who has won or hasn't won the regional. So I'm looking forward. Let's start talking about Class 1A. Here is what, now for the folks who look down the road, here's what the state championship, the road to the state championship looks like. Those are all sectional finals over on the left side. Each class, this is Class 1A, each class has 8 sectionals of 4 regional winners each. So you've got 32 different regional winners coming up over the course of the next week, and that'll all be pared down. We're going to talk about that second level, which will have a Charleston super sectional, the St. Anthony versus the NCOE sectional. By the way, make sure you heard me right. No longer do they have the Class 1A and Class 2A in the same place down at Carbondale. They're going to move the 1A to Charleston. 2A will remain in Carbondale. Why did the IHSA do that? Your guess is as good as mine. I have no knowledge of why. However, I can speculate, which means that I think they think they'll get more gate up at Charleston. I don't know. More add to the gate than they were getting with four teams coming to Carbondale. I don't know about that. A lot of those teams are south, but a lot of those teams are also north. Here, get this from the Effingham St. Anthony Regional. Effingham, the number 1 seed in their regional. Altamont, the number 1 seed in their regional. And you'll see there, that's where North Clay plays South Central at 7 o'clock on Monday night. We will be in Louisville, and we will show that to you here on Wabash Catch TV at 7 p.m. on Monday night. So it'll be Altamont. It'll be the Altamont regional, but we'll have the North Clay versus South Central games. Bluford is really good. Now you think you're watching me talk about this, saying, boy, that looks like Altamont's regional win. Effingham St. Anthony's regionals to win. Bluford's 28-3. They're a really good team, and I know folks from Dietrich were glad that they went the other direction. As you take a look at the Dietrich side of the St. Anthony sectional, you've got Dietrich, the number 1 seed in the Edwards County Regional. Edwards County is a 9 seed. They'll play at Sisney, the 8 seed, on Monday at 6 p.m. It says 6 p.m. there. I read 7 o'clock somewhere. We're going to have to clarify that, because we're going to have that one on television as well. Both those games, the Sisney or the Edwards County at Sisney game and the South Central at North Clay game will be on Wabash Catch TV on Monday night. So keep those in mind. Dietrich gets the bonus of the bye. However, they do have to take on the winner of Edwards County and Sisney at Edwards County. So the question being, Bruce, what if Edwards County wins that? Does Dietrich get to move elsewhere or something like that? Home court advantage? No, Edwards County would be at home, and that could be troublesome for the moving Maroons. That's a tricky little wicket. It's a sticky wicket, I guess. Yeah, sticky wicket for Dietrich in that regional setup. The other side, Tuscola, the number 1 seed in that regional setup. Here's a look down south at the NCOE sectional. Some of these teams you may have heard of or may not have heard of. Mounds Meridian all the way down to the bottom of the state. NCOE just played at Sisney, so you might have seen them. Waltonville, you've seen Woodlawn. Woodlawn is a 5 seed. They just beat Sisney as well. Waltonville, the number 1 seed, they have a sophomore, I believe, who is an outstanding player, 6'5", sophomore, and he might be a freshman, one or the other, freshman or sophomore, and they are a tough customer. They will be difficult to get rid of on that side of the sectional. Here's the other half of it, and I'm showing you this to show you that they go all the way to Trico. Teams going down to Trico, Waterloo, Jabot. It's just a wild, long distance that they've got these folks going. Here is, okay, so give you one more look at that. Here is the Class 1A rankings. Now, this is as of Tuesday, before Tuesday night's games in Class 1A. We've talked about over the course of the last few weeks that St. Anthony had bumped up to number 1 in the Nesto rankings. That's a good team in St. Anthony. You look at some of the other teams that are in this area. Tuscola we talked about. Dietrich we talked about. So 3 of the top 8 teams, 3 of the top 7 teams are in that one half. Or in that Effingham St. Anthony sectional. So with 8 sectionals going around, you wouldn't think you'd have 3 of the top teams in the same one. But dims the brakes, folks. That's how it falls. And I'll get a little here in 2A here in a second. I'll tell you even more. If you look at there, you've also got Altamont in that. So you have 4 of the top 16 teams, 25% going just to that one sectional, with 3 of the top 8 or top 7 going into that one sectional. It's fascinating, folks. It's a lot of fun. Class 1A coming up. Class 1A's down. We'll go to Class 2A when we return. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back after this.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic Famous Maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory of Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
Napa Know-How.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa Know-How experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemonsonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in here on this Friday the 16th. I hope you have a beautiful day, better than the weather. It's supposed to be rainy. It's supposed to get cold for a couple of days before things warm back up to more regular February weather. It actually might be getting to normal February weather as it gets cold. But you wouldn't want it any other way with basketball season closing out. That's the end. That's the thing I always forget about, and it's tremendously important to the parents and the kids that are all finishing up their seasons or their careers right now. Over the course of 3 or 4 nights, or 2 nights in high school basketball, on Monday you lose half of all the participants. On Wednesday you lose half of all the participants. On Friday you lose half of all the participants. On Tuesday and Wednesday the next week, boom, another half gone. The Friday, boom, another half gone, and it is brutal, but it is the way it is, and it's kind of fun. It's fun if you keep winning. May not be that much fun if you get upset early. But by the way, before I get to Class 2A. The only team that we cover in Class 3A is Salem, and they'll be going down to play in Carbondale on Monday, and the winner of that goes on to take number 1 Centralia. So Salem, the Wildcats have had a wonderful year. They have a good shot to beat Carbondale. They have an outstanding chance to beat Carbondale down in Carbondale, and hopefully they get that done. And then they'll play Centralia, let's see, where is that? I think it's in Charleston. It's going to be tough. Going to be a struggle. Good luck. So good luck to the Wildcats. Good luck to all the teams out there. Let's get to Class 2A because we cover a few of those teams around here. Here's the Super 16 in Class 2A. This is you've got the 8 sectionals, which will go into the Super sectionals at Springfield, Joliet, Sterling, and Carbondale. The Benton sectional and the Shelbyville sectionals will be the ones we'll be paying attention to here. Let's take a look at that Shelbyville sectional. Fairfield and Flora are in the regionals feeding into this. Of course, this 2A, about 300 kids to around 600 kids. So you've got Lawrenceville rolling right now, and they are just on, they're like 28-3 or something like that, or 27-3, having a great year. They beat Carmi on Tuesday night by 34. They laid Carmi out. Carmi's 25-6, or now 25-7 or something, or 23-7, and they'll play Fairfield Friday night tonight for the Black Diamond East Championship. So Lawrenceville rolling. The tricky part for Lawrenceville, they've got to travel to Vandalia to play in this tournament. And Flora and Fairfield just played on Tuesday night. Flora beat Fairfield at Conley. Guess what, Flora? You got to beat Cumberland at Conley now and get a chance to play Fairfield again. So that's the way it works. It's a lot of fun. On the other side, you have St. Joe Ogden, the number 2 seed in that subsectional. Will have an opportunity to take on Shelbyville. St. Joe Ogden hosting their own regional. Does that mean anything? It shouldn't, but it does. Home court advantage in high school and in college and even in professional basketball is certainly a thing. And you say, well, they're using the same referees, they're using the same rules, everything's the same. Bruce, what's the problem? How come folks can't win at home? They just can't win on the road. They just it's a little bit lack of comfortability. Who knows? But there's that side. Here's the bottom half of the Shelbyville Shelbyville sectional. And you see T-Town there to Topless down there, the number one seed in the Newton regional. I mentioned all that about the home teams to talk about Newton. We'll be hosting the Shoes after they play a good Mount Carmel team, and T-Town will have to beat the winner of Marshall and Paris on Monday night. You look like T-Town versus Newton at Newton next Friday night. If so, boy, that's going to be a war. That'll be a lot of fun in Newton for a chance to go to the sectional and a chance to play. Oh, guess what? You get to play Tolono. Probably. Tolono's a really, really good team. Let's take a look down at the Benton sectional. And I'm bringing you this to show you that Breeze Central, that Breeze Central regional. There are 6 teams in that Breeze Central Regional, and you have, taking a look at the rankings, you have number 1, number 15, 16, 17, and also I believe number 24. Are they in that? Aren't they in that as well? No, so you got Breeze Central, Pinckneyville. Pinckneyville's the 4 seed. How is that possible? But Pinckneyville is a 4 seed behind Vienna and Massac, you have Carlisle and DuQuoin. DuQuoin's struggling this year. Nashville, not like themselves. Breeze Mater Dei, they play tough competition. They've already beaten Breeze Central. So who knows what might happen at that Breeze Central regional. Massac gets their own regional. The top seeds getting their own regionals on both of these sides. And there on the other side, it is the Benton West is at West Frankfort. But the thing is, Benton gets the section. So if they win that regional, they'll be playing at home on sectional nights. And if you've never been to Benton to watch a basketball game, it's a small little gym. They can only hold about 4,000, 4,500, maybe 5,000 people there. Huge. Beautiful place to watch a basketball game. Benton does a great job, and that'll be that sectional. The Shelbyville sectional will both be just outstanding. The bottom half, you see Columbia's regional. They've got Trenton Westland, who's also terrifically highly ranked. Columbia's highly ranked. There's Belleville Altoff, highly ranked. What a loaded subsectional that one was. Pinckneyville ends up having to take on Breeze Central, so there's where your 5 teams are. And in Class 2A, here are the Nesto numbers. Breeze Central, the number 1 team in the state. But how do you rank them against Peoria Manual? Because Manual plays such good competition. They're 19-10. They play bigger schools. It's that's the tricky, fun part about high school basketball. How do you know who to rank where? For instance, then you have Benton, the number 4 ranked team in the state, down in there. Basically, we'll be working on in their sectional. They'll have Breeze Central. So you have 1 and 4 in that Benton sectional working to get to the Charleston. This was the Charleston, the super sectional. Is this one Charleston? No, Carbondale. Working to get to the Carbondale super sectional. Class 1A is Charleston. 2A is Carbondale. What a loaded half. And that's before you even talk about Lawrenceville at 12, T-Town at 13 in the upper half there in the Shelbyville sectional. So, ladies and gentlemen, all I can tell you, get out, get to a high school basketball game. It's going to be a ball over the course of the next 3 weeks for high school basketball, next 7 or 8 weeks for college basketball. Just going to be a ton of fun. Now, you're saying, Bruce, where are you guys going to be? What's going to be on TV? Monday night, I already told you, we'll have North Clay at home against South Central, and then on also Sisney at home against Edwards County. Now, after that, it's got to be schools that we're set up for, so we'll probably be in the Edwards County Regional the rest of next week. We're not set up for any sectionals. Wish we were, but we're not. They were just one of those off years. Some years we are, some years we're not. But it's going to be a ton of fun, folks. Keep watching. Should be a great time, and we hope you did great on your Super Bowl bets. Good luck to you, all the basketball teams and all the players out there. Regional season, baby. Get into it. Have fun. We'll see y'all next time on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey.